Hi, I'm David Brewer, Local 909 Carpenters Union, and I'll be showing you guys how to use a grinder. This particular tool here is a grinder from DeWalt. It's a plug-in, so the first thing I need to know on the job site is where I will be pulling my power from. Most apprentices need to know where all the spider boxes are, where we're pulling our energy from, and if we're allowed to actually use that station for energy. When you're on a job site as an apprentice, you're going to see several plug outs or plugs that you can operate your tool with, but there's also rules that go along with which plugs you can and cannot use. It's important to figure out those rules first in the environment that you're working in. Second, you need to know where you're going to be cutting. If I'm going to be in an enclosed area and sparks are going to be flying all over the place, I need to make sure that not only am I safe, but am I around any finished products that cannot be damaged by the work that I'm doing. In several cases, when you're using a grinder, you may have to lay down protective boarding, protective shielding of some kind to protect the walls, and also you're going to have to wear PPE to protect yourself. In my particular case is if I'm welding at a welding shop and I need to use a grinder for a particular operation, I would first need to make sure that I have my safety glasses and my gloves. So once I have my glasses on and my eyes are protected, I put on my gloves so that my hands can be protected. And I would need hand protection when using a grinder because that disc is spinning fast enough to cut off any part of the human if it is mishandled. So you got to remember, construction can be dangerous, but it shouldn't be as long as we have good and proper instruction. So now that I have my glasses on, my gloves on, then I'm going to apply my helmet. And a tight, snug helmet is a safe helmet. Now we're here at the tool. I'm finally in my destination. So now that this tool's here, we're going to unravel the cord. We're going to make sure we're taking a look at what we're doing while we're doing it. This is a fairly large grinder. We don't have too long of a plug, so in this particular case, I'm going to need an extension cord. Extension cords are very important on job sites, especially for apprentices to know where they are and what they're being used for. One thing we have to understand is that this is a power tool, so it's very powerful. There's ways to hold it and ways to not hold it. There's incorrect places to put it and there's correct places to put it. This tool in particular is face down. It's not on, it's not doing anything, and that's how you prefer your power tools, in a place where they cannot be falsely fired. So I was saying earlier that tools have evolved. You have handle placements so that you can safely control this, okay? Now, as you use this particular grinder, it has an arrow that tells you the rotation that it's going in. So if you need to go in this direction, you have to be cognizant of all the signs that the tool is giving you so that you can use that information to use it properly. Now, this particular grinder can be used to cut things straight down, but given the kind of blade that we've placed on it, this tool rotates to make something that's rough a lot smoother. So let's say you have a lot of beads on top of something you may have welded and you want to make the surface smooth, you would be using this grinder to grind off certain things so that you can smoothen out that surface. Now you could be thinking, well, I'm gonna just go as fast as I can, I'm really good at it, and end up using one hand, and this is not safe. Even though you think you can control it, this is the fastest way to get hurt because this is not the way the tool is meant to be used. So you always gotta remember, as I use, I'm gonna stay within the realm of what it was meant to do so that I might remain safe. Now let's say I'm finished with this because I can't use it anymore and it's cut, meaning this is no longer permissible for someone else to use. This is why we have red tag systems that show other people that this tool is not ready to be used. So there's a lot that comes with safety, not just using it, but when something shouldn't be used, just like a Coke machine that says out of order, you have to have a way to signal to the next person that this tool isn't effective anymore. These are all important aspects to using things around the job site. And one thing about construction is time is everything, and you don't want to waste time going places unnecessarily. This is why you want to store your tools in the proper place, store your gloves, have your glasses, have your helmet, have all of your equipment all in one swoop so that you save time, you save money, and you save lives.